Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and neither is this bloke. This is the Flowing Panic 30, or the Flowing as we call him, from 2AR clan, running around in the Matilda. He's platooned up with his old mate Darth Cavalier, also from 2AR in the French tank destroyer, the SAU-40, a tank that I know absolutely nothing about. The Matilda, on the other hand, looks like a pretty groovy little slow tank, yeah, it is a bit slow, but I'm 99% sure it's a medium. It's got the small pew-pew gun, 40mm gun, 55 average damage, 121 penetration with its standard rounds, 145 with APCR rounds. I don't think you'll need any APCR in this top tier 4 battle. 4 tier 4s on each side, the rest are tier 3s. Flowing Panic and Darth Cavalier, two very active members of 2AR, so if you're looking for a clan who's starting to do some tier 8 clan wars and you want to get on to platooning skirmishes, 2AR will be the perfect place to get your feet wet. I know sometimes it can be intimidating looking at the clans that are out there. Look at players that have got 20, 30, 40, 50,000 battles under their belt and a big selection of tier 10s. Well, if you don't have those tier 10s, you want to do some tier 6 skirmishes, platoons, tier 8s, or even some tier 4 platoons like this. 2AR is certainly the place for you. If you're willing to learn, you want to use TeamSpeak, great bunch of guys. Use the same TeamSpeak as 1AR, and always plenty of people up for a platoon and a general good time and a good laugh. We're on in this replay though. Back to the game. It has taken a little while for Flowing to get up here in his Matilda. Clearly, it's not a tank known for its speed. He's on Sacred Valley. He's up to where the heavy tanks do their bizzo, and this is a tank that you can use as a heavy tank if that's what floats your boat. Not only two heavy tanks on the enemy side, the PZB2, which is the tier 4 premium German, the one that a lot of stat patters like to use because it only sees tier 4. And what would the other heavy tank be? The Type 95, I would say. Anyway, Flowing Panic putting a few shots in towards the those two tanks that are up there. He's moving a little bit quick for me to notice. There's two BT7s there. They're in a platoon. No, they're not. They're working well together though. And he's looking towards the KV2. He's bouncing shots all over. You can see he's up to 660 damage block. There's a lot of enemy tanks here looking at him. Auto aims at the BT7. He's got to kill this bloke. He's lost his gunner. Looks like his loader, I should say. Bouncing shots like you would not believe. It's been a long time since I've played a tank like this, but you can see there he's just putting some shots after shots into these enemy tanks and picking up kills. He's picked up 4 kills. He's down to 37 hit points, but the remaining tanks that are around here just not aiming the right spots to get rid of him. 8 alls to score. Flowing Panic is on 4 kills. Trying to get a shot into that T20. Looks like artillery is trying to support him up against that T70, I should say. And enemy team trying to cap. So Flowing Panic doing the right thing and heading back. On his way, he'll get rid of that T70. No idea what a T70 is. Tier 3 looks Russian. 9 8s to score. Flowing Panic's on 5 kills. 1,113 hit points of damage. He's still got a injured loader. He hasn't fixed him up yet. The PZ SFL IVB, whatever that is, I think it's an arty, got the kill on the BT7 who was trying to cap Flowing Panic back up here, where all the action seems to happen with the heavy tanks. You can see on the minimap the PZ3E and the Chi-Ha, as well as the AMX38, have pushed down into the southern part of the map. They've lit up the Birch gun. That's a tank that certainly could give Flowing Panic some grief on his 37 health. Fixes his tracks. I think he might have meant to fix his loader, which is now done. AMX38 is capping, but looks like the M3 Stewart's engaging him down in the south. Flowing Panic doing as best he can to get down there. 11 10s to score. They're only up by 1 tank. I reckon some of those tanks are quite injured. That AMX38, I don't think he's going to last too much longer down there. The PZB2 looks like it's pulling back to engage that AMX38. The Birch gun in the end picks up the kill, evening it up 11 apiece. 11-12 now as the PZ3E gets taken out of the game. Flowing Panic on 5 kills, 1113 hit points of damage, 1540 damage blocked. When they were shooting at him, they were just, it was absolutely fucking miles away, some of those shots. 11-13 the score. What's he going to do now? You can see, I'd be thinking, shit, what do I do? Do I keep going forward and risk getting capped out, or do I start heading back and try and defend this artillery in case they do a big push up the east? The enemy team would likely know where he was last seen, where Flowing Panic was last seen. Of course, he's the last remaining tank, other than the Tier 4 German artillery. So he's going back now, going back to the base, but gee, it's painfully slow. Have a look at it. I'm just going to speed this replay up because it does take a long time for this Matilda to get anywhere. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've driven a Tier 4, and just not known for its speed. Not sure why he's aiming that way. I've still got this on double speed. It's like the tanks were last spotted a long way for where Flowing Panic is, and there he is. He's found that Stewart that was giving grief to the AMX-38, and now of course that Stewart's just going to farm damage on that PZ SFL IVB. What a stupid name of tank. But anyway, that's probably what it was called in real life. Looks like the artillery got a shot into the M3 Stewart, or got a shot near him, or maybe even rammed him. But now it's just Flowing Panic up against the last 4 remaining tanks. The PZB2, the Stat Padder's tank of choice, the Birch Gun, the Cruiser 2, and of course that M3 Stewart, who's last seen near the base. There he is. One shot will be all it does. He confirms the top gun with that kill. And again, I'll make this go a little bit quicker because it's painfully slow to watch, this Matilda. Now, of course, he knows that there's another tank there, and of course it's the PZB2, the Stat Padder's tank of choice. That's the Tier 4 German heavy tank, which only sees Tier 4. And he's doing well here. Lucky he fixed his load up. He's chipping away at the premium Tier 4 and picks up his 7th kill. That's 7 kills, 1,525 damage, 1540 blocked. Not sure why the PZB2 wasn't shooting at Flowing Panic then, or if he was. That he wasn't. I didn't see the PZB2 shooting at him. Picks up the kill on the Cruiser, making it 8 kills. 8 kills is no mean feat, that's for sure. 14 all now. 8 kills to the Flowing Panic, 1,721 damage done, 1540 damage blocked by armour. 6 minutes left on the clock counter. Fast forwarding it again because it's a painfully slow tank, isn't it? Have a look at it. Reminds me of the TOG, and I've been grinding my T95, and that can be. I've had a few games where I've gone straight to where the action is, but I've just been a little bit too slow to really participate. Now, what's the Birch Gun going to do at Tier 4? He's picked up 2 kills. Big Paladin. That's not a bad in-game name either. Flowing Panic on 8 kills, 1721 damage done, 1540 damage blocked by armour. He's on 37 hit points. He's only on 10% health. That Birch Gun could certainly kill him with one shot, I would imagine. I don't know much about Tier 4 artilleries. He doesn't want to go too far from his cap, because if that Birch Gun's taken the other flank and gets to his cap, I don't think he's going to have time to get back. So we're going to speed this one up again. He's heading straight for the enemy's flag, hoping that the Birch Gun hasn't left the base and is doing what artilleries do. Zooming in and out like a madman, you can see. This is on 4 times speed. No! No use getting on the cap now. Is that what he's going to do? Look at the cap timers. This is +4. 55 seconds, 50 seconds left until the Flowing Panic can cap this one out. And of course, the enemy team, Big Paladin on the cap, only 20 seconds to go. So unfortunately, it looks like that's all that's going to happen. And unfortunately for Flowing Panic, he had a massive, massive game, but unfortunately, it's ended in a loss. It was a defeat. I mean, what could he have done? He'd have no way of knowing that the artillery was going to try and go for the cap, but he has picked up an Ace Taker Mastery Badge for that little performance in the Matilda. Also the Bruiser, Duelist, 5 for effect, shell-proof medal, cool-headed for surviving at least 10 ricocheting and non-penetrating shots in a row from the enemy players, Spartan for surviving when you're on less than 10% health, Steel Wall, high caliber, Top Gun. Of course, there's no Bradley Walters for 8 kills at tier 4, but 1721 hit points of damage, 8 kills, 779 base experience. That's in a loss. He actually got more experience points than the Birch Gun, who won it, and the top score player on the enemy side, who they actually won the game, and that's because of all those medals that he picked up. He fired 40 shots, 33 hit. They all did damage. 1540 damage blocked by armor. In that 13-minute battle, he made some coin though, nearly 20,000 credits. But unlucky not to have a win in that battle on Sacred Valley. As we move on to the second game on this double shot of Water Tanks action. This time, this one's sent to me from Kitsune Ku from 2 Meek Clan in the KV2. He's in a tier 8 battle in Karkov. If you'd like the look of that Matilda game, even though it wasn't a win, it was a pretty stellar performance. If you're thinking about dipping your toe into the clan wars and clan shenanigans and platoons and stuff, by all means, give 2AR a crack. Great bunch of lads. They share the same team speakers as me and 1AR, and always plenty of people up for a platoon, a laugh and a bit of a giggle. Anyway, we're on to this second game. This is a tier 8 battle featuring Kitsune Ku from 2 Meek Clan. He's in the KV2. KV2 with a big derp gun. He's got full high explosive loaded in the 152mm gun. Let's see how this one goes. Thank you! Thank you very much. Takes out the Skoda T25 for tier 6. What is it? Czechoslovakian? Medium? I don't know. Who cares? He's dead. And that's why people like KV2s. 152mm gun, 910 damage if it pens for 86 penetration. 86 penetration, not too much. There are other options, but I think most people do what Kitsune Ku, I really hope I pronounce it correctly. Most people do what he's doing, and they load full HE, and they go for the big derp shots. And it is a recipe for lots of memes and lots of laughter. Unfortunately, the KV2, I don't believe the KV2 leads to any other tanks. I've got one in my garage, and it's got its own crew, but it can lead to other tanks, but it used to be like a dead-end tank. It didn't lead to anything else. Looking for a cheeky shot on the T71, but the FV207 picks up the kill, the little Burt tank. The SU-142 shoots and stuns his crew. Cops 346 damage in for that little that catch of the artillery. Interesting. Did I say Karkov? I did. I think I did. Anyway, 3-1's the score. He's picked up 730 damage with his 1 kill on the Skoda T25. The Skoda T25, I think that's the normal tier 6 medium tank. It's 3-shot auto loader. It's a tier. Looks like the SU-12244 just ammo racked the Type 62 at tier 7. Makes the score come back to 4-3. Kitsune Ku from 2MEKE. 2 Meek. 2 Meek, 2 Mild. Is that what it's short for? No idea. Anyway, the KV2 not known for its speed, so he's trundling along. Back into where these buildings are. He wants to be safe from artillery. I think if that artillery shoots him again, he's really going to ruin his day. Looking towards the VK now. VK looks like he's behind that pile of dirt. And as good as the KV2 is, it can't shoot through dirt. 6-4's the score. Scorpion picked up the kill on that VK. Now he's just going for another peek around this corner. What can he see? There's an AT-15 there. Very kindly showing his side. Obviously that AT-15 is distracted by someone else. 2 shots, 2 kills. Only 250 damage, but it's a kill nonetheless. 2 kills in this tier 8 battle for the little tier 6, not little, for the tier 6 Russian heavy tank. Looks like he might be looking towards the T43 now. Now that T43 is certainly going to feel that one for 600. I don't think he got 600 for that one. 337 by the looks, but somebody else shot him at the same time. 8-4 is the score. Looking at that T43 again, he's down to 222 hit points. Looks like the little Americans going for it as well. Fires clutch, lands it, Hand of Stalin. That's what people talk about when they look at the KV2s. 3 kills in this Tier 8 game on Karkov. He's still on 514 hit points. He's picked up 1539 hit points of damage. Not bad considering that's nearly double the hit points he brought into the game. That SU-14-2 clearly got a hard on for Kitsune from 2 Meek Clan, and he dropped another turret on his head. Now his crew's stunned, but it doesn't matter, he fires. Did you see how big that aim circle was? And before people start yelling out hacks, hacks don't help that. That's just pure ass when that aim circle's that big and you fire and it lands. It doesn't happen often, but when it happens, it's a high five moment. So high five to Kitsune from 2 Meek Clan. He's on 2 kills, 3 kills he's on. Oh, look at this. This is going to be... No, it's not. He's behind a building. He's on 3 kills, 1944 hit points of damage. A little bit of block damage, a little bit of assisted. That's how he rolls. 11-5's the score now, so it's I think the result is a foregone conclusion. But he wants to, I reckon he wants to get another derp shot off. Who's left? That SU-14-2. That'd be nice to get a bit of revenge on that bloke. That's a bloke who's dropped a turret on his head twice. He shoots him, but he was angled, and he left him on 24 hit points. And in the end, the SU-14-2 gets his revenge and kills Kitsune from 2 Meek Clan. He clearly had his eye on him all game. When he shot him, he didn't. He was clearly aiming a little bit more easterly. But with the score on 12-6, it's looking like a win. He's picked up 3 kills, 2,330 damage. That's nearly triple the amount of health points that he brought to the game, at 860. And most of the damage that he received was from that Tier 8. Russian SPG, the artillery piece, the SU-14-2. Also known as the Scum Bus. Looks like 2 artilleries have just been lit, so it's not going to be long now. The FV304 kills the SU. The M44 kills the Scorpion G before the VK3001D picks up the kill on the little American artillery, the M44. Just the Stridsvagn M42-57. I think that's a premium Swedish medium tank, but he's not going to last long against that T29. 15-7 the score in the end. And even though it's not an ace tank, a mastery badge, I thought I'd throw this one into a video. It's not a bad result. The first class, the Bruiser, 5 for effect, of course, when you're in a Tier 6 tank. In a Tier 8 game, you do get a bonus to your experience. That's why I got more experience than this Scorpion G, because the Scorpion G was on Tier 8. 1,030 base experience, 6 shots fired. They all went through. 2,370 hit points of damage. A little bit blocked, a little bit of assisted. It's a first class mastery badge. He made over 48,000, nearly 49,000 credits with a premium account. He also had the personal reserves running, which helped that by just over 20 grand in that 6-minute game. Thank you very much for the replay, lads. Flowing Panic and Kitsune from 2 Meek Clan. And as I said earlier, if you're thinking of dipping your toe into clan shenanigans and clan participation, platoons, skirmishes, Tier 8 clan wars, join Flowing Paddock, Dark Cavalier, and my old mate Frosty in 2AR, amongst others. A great bunch of lads, and they're very welcoming to new players and old alike. If they want to do your Tier 8 clan wars, look, maybe they'll even do Tier 10s at some stage soon, but also at the moment they're doing 8s, as well as skirmishes, platoons, and general good times. Thanks for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.